Last Saturday at Keyworth, Kobe Hernandez Foster's banger equalizes San Antonio as they come away with a 1-1 draw at Keyworth Stadium. Meanwhile, at Championship Soccer Stadium, a classic between Birmingham Legion and Orange County ended up being a 4-4 draw with both teams trading goals throughout the contest. Detroit and Orange County play tonight at Keyworth Stadium. We have the preview right here on Soccer Night in Detroit.
Don't leave him alone. Don't let him shoot like that.
Can Nate Steinwasser deliver? Of course!
Week 27 continues with a clash between East and West. Detroit City FC hosts Orange County SC. Coming to you from Hamtramck Stadium, overlooking the beautiful Keyworth Stadium as Detroit City continues their push to the playoffs tonight. They take on Orange County SC, a game you can see. Well, we'll tell you about that later on in the broadcast.
This is a different setting. We usually are behind the behind the supporter section, but we're here, and this is a really great location. This location has been rehabbed almost back to health, as you probably know. This is one of 5 standing stadiums from the old Negro League days.
Yes, it is, and they've done a beautiful job.
Fabulous job.
As far as, if you can tell, they're re-siding.
Yeah,
so we'll just, don't be.
Because baseball season almost so. And I did get the memo. It was killing. So I'm wearing pants for the first time. And I did get a shrink tech from Westboro FC. Winter's coming. Whatever that is, I don't know.
Winter is coming.
And as you could tell,
fall's coming. Yeah. Lions start tomorrow.
I know. And as you could tell, I was just at the deli in the alley. I was there for a good 3 hours. But I had to come here to do the show because we have a game tonight.
We have a game tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Orange County SC comes in here fresh off that wild match against Birmingham Legion on Saturday night.
That was a crazy game. A 4-4 draw.
Trading goals. I mean, Birmingham would score, then Orange County would score, then Birmingham would score again. And Sam and I were listening to the match on the way home from Keyworth last Saturday night. And oh, my God. Have you ever seen a match like that?
And watching the highlights of that game on the YouTube page of USL, it was crazy, including a Roll Adamas goal, a goal that was credited to World Cup, but turned out to be an own goal.
Yeah, the own goal. Let's go back to that.
It was crazy.
Goal of that match. Let's go back to that own goal and who got that particular own goal in that contest Saturday night in Irvine.
California.
God. Oh, my God. Let's see.
It was Lanowich.
Yeah.
It was just
Vuk Latinovich with the own goal here. Initially, they thought it was Damas, but oh, my God. That was reminiscent of, shall we say, a goal that occurred a couple years ago. We were talking about that
in the championship game. The LA Force kicked it to the goaltender, added a little to the treasure, and the next thing you know, it went in the back of the net in embarrassing fashion.
Very embarrassing fashion.
There has been so many own goals I have seen over my life. I remember the 96 World Cup. Remember that Colombian own goal? And a week later, the guy who scored it got killed. Oh, my.
Oh, yeah. That was, 94 World Cup, as a matter of fact.
96 World Cup, I remember.
Well,
94. Thank you.
94 World Cup.
Thank you very much for correcting me again.
Yeah, because we got a World Cup coming here next year.
Yeah, I know.
The first one since 94 in the United States.
And this U.S. team, I'm not sure.
I guess they have a game that's, as we're recording, it's a couple hours before that game takes place. They're taking on South Korea over at now known as Sports Illustrated Stadium.
Sports Illustrated Stadium?
Yeah.
Where are they again?
Where the Red Bulls play.
Oh, the New York Red Bulls.
Yes.
They've gone from a sports magazine to a brand name. Oh, brother.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Sad.
Well, hey, it's not sad. I mean, we got a sponsor on our stadium.
Already talked about the new stadium on
Yes.
High Five Field. That's
Yeah.
a little bit different. Sports
Yeah.
Illustrated used to be a magazine. Remember?
I
A
remember.
weekly magazine.
Remember magazines?
Remember magazines? Kids, go look that up.
But needless to say, tonight it is a game between Orange County SC and Detroit City FC tonight here.
Yes. They are tied for 7 in the West with 28 points, tied with Lexington XD, which had their own goal issue last week in Las Vegas. Away from their stadium in Irvine, they have the third worst record in the Western Conference.
Sounds like an opportunity for Detroit City to
2 wins, 2 draws, and 6 losses. That's the third worst row record. They've been good for 2-2-1, and against the East, not great. 3 draws and a loss. So, crime for the taking. A couple of key players to look. The leading goaltender, even Subbank, 7 goals this year, 1 assist.
And like in Orange County, what they have in their back pocket,
Yeah.
2-0 in the history.
Oh,
of this,
yes, you're right.
in this,
They beat up twice.
Yes, they beat us twice.
Yes.
Once here at Keyworth, once over in Irvine.
I know.
And it's, well, let's just say the history against Detroit City has not been, or for Detroit City against Orange County has
Not been great.
Not been great. Recent form, obviously, you alluded to that a little bit ago. Obviously, the 4-4 draw against Birmingham Legion, a 1-0 loss to Tulsa on the 24th.
Yeah.
Their last win was against Colorado Springs on August 17th. Draw in Pittsburgh on August 10th, and then a 4-1 win against Phoenix Rising on July 31st. That was their last 5.
Yes.
As you mentioned, 8-4-8, 28 points, 1 point behind, or they're in the midst of that Western Conference
Battle Royal.
Yes, or pillow fight.
Yeah, well,
it's FC Tulsa's party. Everybody else is just having a pillow fight at this point.
Yeah, and FC Tulsa's laying rent-free in our head. And incidentally, their 14-game unbeaten streak broken last week.
Yes, it was.
By Colorado Springs. So,
yeah, beaten by the defending champions.
Oh, yeah. Well, like a guy who had tormented Paul Feimer after 2 SEC team lost last week. To beat the man, you got to beat the man.
Be the man. Yeah, that's
Ric Flair.
To be the man, you got to beat the man. And they did beat the man.
Yes.
They weren't able to beat the man.
No.
Well, Colorado Springs beat the man, I should say, on that one. But needless to say, I mean, Detroit City FC coming, the results,
they've been okay.
They've been okay. A 1-1 draw last week, as you know, in a very chippy match against San Antonio, as you know. And then the 2-0 win against Tampa Bay, 1-1 draw against Carolina, a 1-0 victory over Indy 11, and their last loss came against
Rhode Island in that penalty kick drama after a handball foul.
Yep, Maxi Rodriguez Maxi Rodriguez with the goal in that game. But for Detroit City today, the thing is trying to keep up here. And we talked a little bit about in the chat about the magic number only dropping 1 last week because obviously we weren't playing Eastern Conference competition, and we won't be playing Eastern Conference competition until we meet Louisville in a few weeks.
Yes.
So that game, that magic number is going to be very tentative, if you ask me, as far as that goes. I'd like to reach out to John Morrissey as far as that goes, how they figure out that magic number. Yeah, as far as that goes.
John Morrissey is behind the magic number.
Well, he's been looking. He's a good numbers guy. Wow. He is a good numbers guy,
and we thought we're a good number guy ourselves, although not good enough.
Not good enough. Not good enough. So may have to rely on. But like I said, stable home form. A little mixed in the last 5. Winless, the head-to-head record, obviously winless in the last 2 meetings.
I know.
The defense is strong, but the offense, oh my God.
Still struggling.
No.
Not
necessarily anymore with the addition of Kobe Hernandez
Foster.
Yes. Kobe Hernandez Foster.
He's been a key.
He got the goal last week to equalize against San Antonio.
And was nominated for Goal of the Week again.
Yeah, which ended up bowing out to Louisville's, I can't think of his name, but Louisville's goal that,
Yes.
Louisville's goal ended up making the shot of the week or whatever it is.
Yes.
And,
Goal of the week.
Goal of the week. Goal of the week. And
there's goal of the week and shot of the week at both championship and League One.
So, but needless to say, it was, that was a great banger there by Kobe Hernandez Foster, taken outside the box after a handball that occurred in that
outside the box.
Yeah, so both goals came off handballs last week.
I know.
If you remember at Keyworth. As far as Orange County goes, you mentioned it. They're a high scoring team, but they're very inconsistent.
Yeah.
Away from home.
And
they've got some, a couple, more very, they win their games, with if over 2.5 goals.
I know.
So these guys are, like I said, these guys aren't pushovers.
Yeah,
for the most part.
The defense, you got to avoid a high-scoring shootout like what we saw last week. I remember they had to play from behind 4 different times.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely they did. And not to mention the fact that Detroit's defense has gotten strengthened with Stephen Carroll being back in the lineup.
The man, he's back. He's on the poster board for this game. Must I say, it's always great. He felt really great after the game. He told you and me last week. It just
got to get his win back.
Got to get a win back to pay the 490. The captain is back. Oh, my captain. Oh, my captain.
Indeed, indeed. And, of course, you're going to probably expect a different, type of lineup. I think I would expect Carroll, depending on how he felt, through training this week and whatnot, maybe you get to see him for, the first half against them. And then Matt Sheldon's done a fantastic job. He went in for Matt Sheldon, if you remember, at the 45th minute during that match against San Antonio.
Yeah,
so, needless to say, I mean, a big help for Detroit City right there. Having him come back.
I know.
Having him come back there. But it's going to be tonight is going to be,
just
another packed
game.
night. But there's been action throughout the week as well, shall we say. I mean, let's go back to
Wednesday night.
Wednesday
I saw this game on
Hartford Athletic taking on Indy 11, doing a little around the sea here. Don't usually do that.
No.
Oh, Hunter Sulte.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. This guy is part of the reason why Indy 11 is staying relevant.
I know.
In the playoff race at this time. So great job there. Fast forward here. Let's go to the 76th minute. It was Malik Foster here running away from everybody, putting this one in the back of the net. Indy 11 comes away
with a 2-0 victory.
Yes, 2-0 victory against Hartford Athletic. That's huge, folks.
That is very huge.
That is very huge, folks.
Now, let's fast forward to last night.
Last night, North Carolina SC took on Lexington. Lexington gets on the board thanks to Ayago in the 47th minute of play. Looks like an own goal here, but it wasn't really an own goal.
Nope.
Nice little tip in there by Ayago.
Thank you.
And then Firmino cleaning up the garbage here.
My. For the home crowd.
Yeah, for the home crowd. As Lexington will go up 2-0 at this point.
And North
Carolina would make things a little bit more interesting.
Very well. Let's see the replay right here.
As we're continuing to look at. This is DaCosta.
Yes.
Banger from outside the box in the 88th minute of play. Nonetheless,
but with
that was not enough for North Carolina SC, as they would fall 2-1 to Lexington. So what does this mean?
What does this mean? Let's go to the big board.
Let's go to the big board. Let's go to the big board. The check mark in front of Louisville City, of course, because
they clinched a playoff spot last week.
Charleston can clinch a playoff spot tonight.
No, they were going to clinch a playoff, but they dropped points last week against Rhode Island.
Yeah, Charleston can clinch a playoff spot this week as well.
But here's why tonight is important. London United, 34 points. North Carolina lost, 33 points. Hartford Athletic, they're playing a game against the only. I hope
Miami FC tonight.
Miami gets FC. Thank you. 29 points. We're playing 29 points. Pittsburgh Riverhouse after the week off. 28 points. Indy 11-36.
Yeah,
26.
26 points. I'm not sure who they're playing tonight. We'll look that up real quick.
I know.
We'll look that up real quick as far as today's matchups go.
Yeah.
Indy 11 take on the Charleston Battery tonight.
Good luck.
Yes. Below the line, though, Rhode Island FC at 24 points. They take on Lou City tonight.
Good luck.
Not an easy task. However, this is the same team that beat Lou City to get into the Eastern Conference championship game last year. And then Birmingham Legion sitting at 21, Tampa Bay at 21, and Miami FC at the bottom spot in 20th.
It's getting down and dirty, man.
Getting down and dirty in the Eastern Conference, indeed, because both these clubs here, like I said, there's going to be no room for error at this point. You got to get your three. You got to get your points when you can, preferably 3. But even a 1 point could make a big difference.
Big difference, yeah. But we want all 3. We want max points.
Yeah, maximum points. Maximum points tonight will not put Detroit City
over the top
into the home playoff positions, but
it could get close.
It could get them a little bit closer as far as that goes to North Carolina, towards North Carolina, as we do play them one more time here at Keyworth Stadium. And from what it looks like, that North Carolina squad is a little bit
banged up.
I was going to say struggling at this point, not really banged up too much as far as just struggling right now. And could be a good opportunity for Detroit. But then again, that game's over a month away at this point. We got other business to attend to prior to that, especially the game here tonight against Orange County SC. And, we talked about it at the beginning, of course, getting key players back, like Stephen Carroll back in the lineup. And, it's going to be interesting to see how the lineup's going to turn out. We'll drop those lineups, of course,
like I
right
said,
around 6:30.
Both teams are I don't want to say pretty much even. Although, I forgot the stat pack. Orange County have the shots, but hey, they're not tough like San Antonio last week. Remember them?
Oh, God, San Antonio gave us a little bit of trouble and frustrated us along the way when you think about that. Take a look at the breakdown in stats here between the two teams. Let's do that there.
You're right.
25 goals for Detroit City, 32 for Orange County.
Orange County have more shots.
Yeah, the shots are right around.
Yeah, right down.
Both teams rely on possession pretty much, but Orange County's possession at 50.5 as opposed to 54.3 possession. Now Detroit City's seeming to get, they want to dictate the play a little bit more and make their own opportunities as there. They're not, even though you look at the discipline stats, yellow cards, 45 for them. 3 red cards on the year. I mean, they're not as bad as San Antonio, not as dirty as San Antonio.
Thank God for that.
We're not going to expect a dirty game tonight, shall we say.
You don't want to get into a track meet, by the way.
No, you don't want to, especially with these guys. And, grant you, I think our goal scoring, we haven't had more than a 3-goal game, a 3-goal game.
No.
This year for Detroit City.
I always
that's the thing tonight. You want to hope that your defense is going to be solid enough to avoid that. Birmingham's wasn't.
No,
they made some mistakes in which it allowed Orange County to come back in this game, even though they would go up. But they just didn't they didn't make room for themselves to breathe on Saturday night.
Orange County last week was the classic cat in the classic children's song. The cat came back the very next day, or in this case, the very next minute.
Yeah, the goals were really quick. When you think about it, it's just that every chance that Detroit City or excuse me, that Birmingham had to to put away this thing, they just couldn't capitalize on it. And of course, you look at the you look at their standing. Well, it's just the reason why they are sitting in below the playoff line right now.
very much below the
Yeah,
playoff
they're
line. Just
sitting-
5 points out.
Yeah, 5 points out below the playoff line right now.
Yeah.
It's I mean that's been the case all year for them.
I know.
But kind of veering off a little
Okay,
bit.
before we get to our fearless
Before we
predictions, yes,
get
there
Yep.
is an update, by the way, to a
Yes.
story we talked about on the music. If you want to watch it, it's at the very next video.
Yep.
But we talked at length last week about the last week in the League Cup, where
incident-
Seattle
the
beat Miami FC 3-0, and then afterwards chaos happened.
Yes, the main thing is I'm not going to go through all the suspensions.
no.
Busquets got a 5-gamer.
Yes.
One of the coaches for
From Seattle, Steven Leland got a 5-game match parity. Sergei Borucki 2 games for Miami FC. Thomas Alea got a 3-game suspension. But the real culprit, who have a history of bad behavior, mostly biting,
and we're showing this again.
Luis Suarez.
The spitting incident that occurred.
He spit at the
Security guard.
Security guard for Seattle Center, director of security. He got the worst of it. 6 games, League Cup. These are all League Cup, by the way.
That's the point there.
You're right.
All involving the League Cup.
Yeah.
Now, Suarez, right now, we don't know if he's going to be coming back again.
That's a good story. I read the story that
Yeah.
his contract expires at the end of the year.
Busquets is the same way right now.
Yeah.
So these suspensions would be resulted as moot should those players not be
Re-signed.
or not play next year.
No.
Those suspensions
Also-
would be. But the big thing is here,
Yes.
and we talked about this
Yes.
on Wednesday. There is precedent
Yes.
for incidents like that.
Yes.
I said yesterday in a skate and a tweet, your move, MLS.
Yes, move road. Because, like I said, the League Cup said at the end of the statement, it's up to MLS to add additional players for their season. So who knows how the story will end, but we'll talk about
The
it on
story
music.
will be continuing as far as that goes. And by the way, Suarez is right there with Jalen Carter of the Philadelphia Eagles. They are the newest members of the Hawk Tua Club.
Hawk Twee. Yeah, I saw that game. It was a definite ejection because he actually did.
Now, is there something about Dak Prescott?
I'm
No,
not
I heard
sure.
something about him spitting on his feet.
Brother.
Whatever.
Welcome to football season, people.
Exactly.
Let's go to the picks. As
Let's
you
go to the
probably
pick.
know,
Yeah,
I'm
we both
beating,
we both didn't gain anything last
No.
week because it ended up being in a
A
draw
draw,
tonight.
yeah.
But
I'm still leading, by the way.
oh yeah, you're still blowing up.
I'm almost at clinching position.
Pretty much. I think
yeah.
I think we're at that point where we could say I don't know. There might be a couple of things I might sneak in towards the end, but I pretty much
I know.
yielded to you at this point.
Thank you.
Needless to say, tonight though it is going to be a match in which Detroit City, I think they can capitalize on this game.
Yeah.
I really do.
I
But
know.
but as always, we yield to you first for your prediction for tonight.
I'm going to say a 3-1 victory for Detroit City tonight. I would not be surprised if it would be 3-0. But like I said, I feel good. Hernandez Foster could score a goal. I think Doof could score a goal. But the one guy I'm thinking that may score a goal tonight, get this precedent. All right, follow me, Matt.
Yes. Yes.
All right. If I could get my... okay, here it is. August 12th, NXT. Oh, yeah. We're going to the wrestling thing. Guess who showed up in the backstage interview?
I think there was a guy by the name of Joe Henry.
Joe Henry. Remember, always say his name, and he will show up in one of the weirdest places.
Of course.
Guess what? 3 days later, against North Carolina,
He scored.
Darren Smith scored a goal.
Yes.
First goal in 3 months. All right. Further, August 19th, he showed up again in a backstage segment behind a closet. Guess what happened 4 days later?
Against Tampa Bay.
He scored.
Again.
I know. But last week on NXT,
where was Joe Hendry?
He didn't show up. And all of a sudden, and you saw what happened in the game. Darren Smith had a good chance at scoring a goal. He didn't score a goal. Well, if you've been following NXT, which, by the way, is on the same channel as Detroit City FC, CW Detroit 50, Joe Henry was summoned. One of the wrestlers who was about to get the detergent dry said, "Hey, nobody can save you now. Go, Henry! And
then all of a
the
sudden,
music shows up.
and guess who shows up?
And he provided the perfect distraction.
So are you predicting a goal tonight for one Darren Smith?
Say his name and he may score, I believe, in number 7. Dum dum.
I love it, and cheers to you. Cheers on that. I mean, hey, if you're gonna go with a trend, go with the trend, and that's a very good. Yeah, it's a good trend to go on. As you know,
be careful not to spell it on the computer.
Oh yeah, we're good there. So, but
I'm careful with computers. No liquid in the keyboard.
But my feeling is tonight, I am not going to go against you on that.
Okay.
I may think it might be a little bit tighter there. I think Detroit City does come away with the victory tonight. It probably might be a 2-1 affair.
Yes,
I don't think they're. The thing Detroit City cannot afford to do is go into a track meet with those guys.
They don't want to get into a track meet.
No. Defense has got to be solidified, solid and strong.
Yeah.
And I think they come away with the 2-1 victory tonight.
Yeah, right.
There might be just the one mistake. The thing is, Detroit City has to capitalize and go. I'd say go up early, get the 2-0, and then, okay, so you miss, but stay strong defensively, take care of your opportunities, and hold on to the ball.
Yeah,
hold on to the ball. You're doing great with holding on to the ball as of late. Let's just keep that momentum going. Obviously, and do it for the hoops, people.
Yeah, Celtic.
Do it for the hoops.
Celtic.
As you know, Orange County has an affiliation with Rangers, by the way.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wearing the hoops today.
So the whole thing, because you remember, you're a Celtic fan. I've been to a viewing party for the game of the year at the Cluck Bar. They have a picture of the Celtic flag with Gil Heron.
The Black Arrow.
The Black Arrow, the MVP. We know Celtic, and Orange County is what they linger.
They have they do a bunch of stuff with Rangers as far as that goes, even though Rangers are owned by the San Francisco 49ers, as you know. But needless to say, I'm rounding the hoops tonight because it is Orange County, and if they have an affiliation with Rangers, well,
it's on.
I have my feelings about that. We won't share them on the air because it's a family show.
It's a family show, yeah.
So where can we see this matchup tonight?
The game is on. CW Detroit 50. Game begins at 7 o'clock. Outside on your TV, you can watch it on the CBS Detroit website, cbsdetroit.com, or at the CBS News app. And additionally, the game tonight is on the CBS Sports Golazo channel.
Doubleheader of action tonight on Golazo Network as well.
And by the way, they hired one of our own.
Yes, shout out again. We shouted out on the musings. Kyle Carlton, congratulations on your new gig with CBS Sports Golazo Network.
Oh, yes.
And huge loss for Detroit City there because he provided some
tell me about it. Yeah,
fantastic footage for especially on the web page, especially on the website
and the YouTube channel
and the YouTube the social pages and all that stuff. So congratulations to him, and like I said, he is definitely messed around these parts.
I think we're done.
I think we are done. Don't forget, we got after hours coming up.
Oh,
yeah, that's from pitch side.
We're going to show you all the highlights, and we'll see if Darren scored because we believe in him. Boom, boom.
Absolutely.
Come on, you have to believe in Joe Henry. You have to believe in Darren's going to.
I believe in Darren Smith regardless.
Come on, all right.
I believe in these guys, but like I said, this is going to be it's going to be a hard-fought battle tonight, and against a team that's not been too well on the road. Let's see if those road wolves continue for one Orange County SC.
Okay.
And from beautiful Hamtramck Stadium, we'll be heading over to the Key in a few. We'll talk to you after the match. Until then, folks, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the galaxy.